So hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times.
Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. So we're back with some more Filipina Friday, and this time it's going to be Morisette Amon with Hello. Now go ahead and leave me a note in the comments to let me know what you think, and make sure you click that like button for me. But let's see what Morisette does for us this time, alright? Let's go.
Pinapabigyan pa rin naman. Okay. Hindi, goodbye. Sad song to guys. Isa pa nga. Sige, go lang. Help me internalize here. Ang saya ko eh. Ang hirap. Kaya yan. Hello, it's me. I've been wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet to go over everything. They say that I'm supposed to hear, but I don't much hear. Hello, can you hear me? I've been California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. I know it's kind of early, but I wanted to pause it right there just because I wanted to make a point. And that is because before the song really breaks into it, we're just hearing a little bit of the melody from the guitar and the piano, not a lot. So what we do hear is her voice. And her voice is it's just so natural sounding. It is just something just so easy, and you almost just kind of, it almost kind of pierces your ears to some degree. But in a good way. You just get the tingles because it just sounds so soft, so, for lack of a better term, timid, but it is really, it's kind of exciting because you know more is coming. And you just want to hang on to the moment of each little note that she does give you. And you hear that in just the soft tones. She just kind of drags it out just a little bit as it kind of softens off in the distance. And that is just so nice to just enjoy and just kind of see what she can do with it. Because, I think that if another performer were singing in this same manner, you may not always get the longer kind of notes that you want to kind of just get those goosebumps from. And I think that's kind of what you get when you hear something like this. But I just wanted to point that out. I didn't want to take up too much of the time, being that we're only a short distance into this. So let's back up just a smidge, but let's see what happens when the big notes start kicking in here, because I know we're going to expand quite a bit. All right, so let's keep on going. Here we go.
doesn't tear you apart anymore. Hello, how it's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry, I hope that you will. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call you, it never seemed to be home. Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. But if that letter clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore.
Okay, I know you just love it when I do that, but I'm going to pause it right here just for a second because I just got to love, I got to show some love to the build-up, but also to the band. I mean, the band is actually really good. And now that I'm actually hearing some backup vocals from the other bandmates, you got to throw in some kudos to them. So good job on them. Now back to Morissette. So what I do love about her I guess her technique of singing this particular song is that this is a very challenging song. And a lot of this is why Adele has been has such a wide fan base and so recognizable in the star that she is now today. Because I think this song is one of those songs that really took her off into her career and it just accelerated everything for her. But many performers have also tried to sing this song. And I don't think that they always held up to Adele's standards because Adele is a great, fantastic vocalist. Morissette is also one of those, and she adds to what we want more, but also with her own flair. You see that she puts those little high points, those high little pitches right there at the end of a lot of her different notes that she puts on them. That's a choice that she makes to kind of make the song her own. And she does it so incredibly well, so flawlessly, and it almost seems like she just kind of peppers them in just because she wants to. It's almost like she doesn't even have to try, so she just kind of throws them in there. And then, of course, she throws in a little bit of the growls in there. We love it when a performer does that, and we love it when Morissette does that. So those are so nice because it just adds a little bit more of like a wow factor, right? And then also just the way she's, I'm going to say it, attacking this song because she does it in such a way to where you now take a song that you've heard many times before and you enjoy the original cover, the original artist, but you also enjoy this and maybe you might enjoy it a little bit more. Am I right or am I right? So, I mean, she just is doing it so well. And I just got to say that this is a good surprise, right? Because sometimes you walk into an artist that does these kind of songs and you hope for a lot, but maybe you might get a little bit of unexpected surprise in other ways that the song is being performed. And I think that's what we're seeing here, especially because it is kind of a more small acoustic and more intimate. I mean, you have audience members that are literally just about 3 or 4 feet away. I mean, they're in the frame. You can actually see cars passing by in the window. I mean, this is just a small environment, and the fact that it just kind of closes you in, and you just feel more welcome to the stage, and it's just that much more enjoyable. So anyway, let's back up just a little bit to hear some of her little flares that she puts in there that we always love. But let's see how she finishes this off right. All right, here's the finale. Here we go. Okay, guys, that was a great performance. Like I said, is I love those smaller kind of intimate environments, and you know how much I love the live performances because you do get to see a lot of elements that are not really able to be controlled like they are in a studio, right? So you got to see that, and I would say that she just handles it perfectly. Her voice control is so good because she is making choices in the moment throughout the song. And I think that, you know, we are, if you're not in tune to it, if you're not really listening carefully, you might just think, wow, she's a great singer. And she is, right? But then you notice other little tidbits, other little nuances, and then now you're thinking, okay, she's a lot better than just a good singer, right? So, and I noticed that the way, like, for example, what I'll say is I did notice a small amount of feedback right there at the very end of the song, and I think she detected it as well. And what she did is she made a small adjustment that actually, you know, basically made it almost unnoticeable to anybody there in the audience. And she just recovered so well. So she is an expert in her field. And then, of course, like I said, her control of being able to know when to expand and when to just hit those higher notes, but not overdo it. And this song, when sung on a big stage with a large band behind you, you know it just kind of explodes right there at, you know, about the 2/3 of the way through the song. But this environment, because it's more of an acoustic type of session, then she knows to hold back, but also give us what we want. And so she does that extremely well. And that's what I mean is that she's not overbearing. She's not trying to outdo the song. She's making sure that she's keeping in mind what the fans and what the audience is actually paying attention to. And that is signs of a very intelligent performer, because you always have to be aware. And she does that so well, so all the way through. But you guys got to fill me in. You know, what did you pick up on? Did you actually notice any of those things that I mentioned before? What kind of nuances that you saw from either the cues from the band to her or vice versa? So let me know. And if you like this reaction, make sure you go ahead and click that like button for me. And also, I do want to make sure I give a shout out to all of our recent contributors on Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you so much. It really helps me actually, add on more details because I do have some other things that are coming. So you'll notice some more. But you can find out more information about Buy Me a Coffee in the description below. And let's grow together, because if you haven't already noticed, there are a few little add-ons here and there, and more will be coming soon. So be aware of that on the horizon. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, guys, if you want to make sure that you keep up with me, and I want to make sure that you keep me on the same page, you can do that by making sure you have the notification bell clicked. That way, you know when a new video posts. You keep me on tabs, so that way, we can all be in this together. All right. But this is just, this is so great, and I do want to also point out that I do read all of your comments. I am actually going through all of them on a regular basis. So I enjoy all of them. I read all of them. I may not always reply, but I do acknowledge that they are there, and I actually do pay attention to everything that you guys say. But anyway, guys, you guys have a great day, and I'll be seeing you very soon. All right? Take care now. Bye-bye.